The man was incredibly frantic at this moment. He let go of the balloon in his hand, covering the surveillance camera, then he immediately locked the door. Next he jumped onto the cabinet, pulled out a coin, and unscrewed the screws holding the ventilation grate in place. He then forcefully removed the grate. Inside, a toy soldier was already waiting. The man pulled out a remote, controlling the toy soldier to crawl toward him. At the same time, he quickly untied his shoelaces, using them to tie the steel nails that held the coffin in place. With all his strength, he began pulling outward. However, when pulling out the last steel nail, the shoelace snapped. The man became extremely anxious. Time was running out. He had no choice but to grab the steel nail with his bare hands and painfully pulled it out. Finally, he managed to open the coffin lid. At that moment, the toy soldier had also reached the nearby position. The man immediately grabbed a crucifix, hooked the toy soldier to it, and then pulled the rope with force. Quickly he brought down the person he had hidden. This person was the one the man had accidentally hit while rushing to the funeral home. But the man, in order to protect his future in the FBI, chose to hide the person away. To ensure they'd never be discovered, he decided to hide them in his mother's coffin during the priest's absence. At this point, the man fought to hold back his excitement, placing the person inside his mother's coffin, and quickly sealed the lid. Suddenly footsteps could be heard outside the door. The man hurriedly worked faster, using his dress shoes as a hammer, nailing the steel nails in quickly. Then he restored the ventilation grate, put on his jacket and unlocked the door. He then put on a sorrowful expression, sat in the chair, and began praying. Just as he thought his plan was going perfectly, his phone suddenly rang. The man listened closely, and realized it was coming from inside the coffin. He panicked instantly. At that moment, the priest was already standing at the door,